All right, December 23rd, picks preview.
Christmas
Adam.
EVs. Christmas Adam.
Christmas Adam. Okay.
Adam
You
Eve.
say so.
Adam first.
Sure.
Yeah, you like it? You like it?
Oh, love it.
It's my uncle would always say that growing up. So now I'm like, it's forever grained in my head. But Christmas Adam, baby.
And so overall, how was the week? Pretty damn rough for me. I had one winning day, and otherwise it's just been like cuts. Killing
Another
me. 7-1 start last Saturday, and
7-1 last Saturday, and then just damn, really?
Yeah, I started 7-1, and then I think I went 0-4 the rest of the day, and then like it's been rough. I had that 1-4 in one day. Other than that, it's been ass kicking after ass kicking.
I just have been teasing myself. I go 2-2. I went 1-3, but I hit a parlay to bring back my units, and then I was looking at, and then 2-2 again, and then I was 3-2 last night. So it's like Monday I was like, or Sunday I was 2-1 after an 8-2 day. So I mean, we're barely up this week, but dear Lord, it was gross for a second. 9-8 yesterday starting, and then 2-2 day or 3-2 day. But
oh yeah,
my live plays have been pretty good. Yesterday they were not, but
yeah, I hit that sweaty ass Portland team total under a couple nights ago, and
didn't
then
it end right on the hook right there too.
Yeah, a bunch of brick layups and shit, and then grabbed Hawaii plus like 6.5 last night. That won by 5 or by 1. Then I played Portland purely off the body clock.
Their live spread
I have no idea.
Like 12.
Oh, they were down by 21.
Yeah,
they went on a 19-0 run.
But yeah, either way, it's been a good week. So I mean, good week of sports, good week of hoops. I definitely will take the much needed break, tune up the model a little bit. Quote unquote quotations. That's it. My model's cooked. But
yeah, my model's fucked.
Yeah, a little tune up. Now we got conference play coming in, maybe an occasional non-con game, maybe. But for transparency, I was up way more units last year. I was like up double what I'm up right now, 40 units. But then I went on the biggest slump of my life starting in conference play because I was kind of being a square almost, and a lot of crazy shit happened early on, like UConn stumbling in the Big East, stuff like that. So
I'll
be ready.
Yeah,
tuned up.
That was a loss waiting to happen, and Kalkbrenner, Klingon left the game too.
So how about Creighton too? Creighton not covering. How much were they up at the half? I was at the Pacer game, but
God, I don't even remember.
God, yeah,
they're a sorry ass excuse for a team right now.
I might not bet them again. I can't. I'm not taking them in the tournament. I'm not doing anything like that. Nope.
Right, home court's not even treating them well right now, so it's.
Yeah, I saw that people looked empty, and like people were bitching about the Christmas music there too on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that. People were mad about the Christmas music. They kept playing Christmas music. They're like, "How about you fire us up, play Thunderstruck or some shit like that?" You know.
Enter Sandman. Come on.
Right. But hey, small slate of games today, but 7 bowl games of nothing over on the football side of things. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
So I will be trying to get my family Christmas to turn on Kennesaw State versus UNC Asheville or FAU Arizona.
That's the one. That is the one.
That is the one for sure.
Yes. Well, I guess first game of the day, Butler Providence. Providence absolutely walloped. Merry Christmas, Lock Talk. This is Jake, or I'm forgetting the other guys. I apologize.
Hey, Lock Talk.
On your name.
Okay, right?
For joining up. Yeah, I was on his Christmas stream. I mean, technically, if you want to get tactical, 2-2, because I had the Baylor spread and the team total, and they covered both. But that Drexel Bryant game, holy hell, there was almost 190 points in that game. Nobody could miss.
And I looked at the live under, and I'm like, yeah, I was like 147. I was like, that should be good. I bet they just run it out. Bryant will kind of dribble around, like just thinking like because they're up so much. No, like Bryant did what they did and just fucking playground ball. I mean, that shit was insane. Watching that game was insane. The live over ended like 80. I mean, it was like 180, 190, something like that.
Yeah, and
good under.
Both scored 80 something plus. Yeah, no, that was rough. I mean, I got them right here. What do we got? 40. Brian shoots 47%, and Drexel shoots 43%. And then they both just lit it up. I think Brian shot 67% from fucking 3-point line the entire game.
Mine was a bad read because like Drexel obviously had to play fast and against their game in the second half to do anything to catch up, and they kind of they brought it down to like 8 or 10 or something like that. But
it was cooked.
UCLA, UMass, and Army are on our no bet list. Yeah, Army. God, that team's a weird one to figure out. UMass, so bad.
I bet Portland last night purely on the body clock for UMass, thinking it's 1:30 a.m. They've been sitting around, they're going to be beat. Hell no. -7 was free, especially after they collapsed against Georgia Tech. Yeah, that was a clear bounce back spot, and I missed that one 100%. But yeah, UCLA, that was rough last night. They let up 43 in the first half. 43, and then we still found ourselves in the game for the under with like 4 minutes left in that game. I couldn't believe
you got 130 hit. Yeah, if you got 130 that hits, but if you get 128 that doesn't hit. You get 129 that hits, but that's insane. Talk about that movement we were talking about too, of going from 126 to 130 back to 128 back to 130 around like a few hours before tip. That was crazy. I'd be pissed off if I took under 128 for sure.
Yeah, no, that Maryland team total. I was actually at the bar with my brother watching it. I was like, if we get to like 37, 38 points at most in the first half, we got life. And if they would have scored 38, would have been just fine and got it by the hook. But no, they put up 43, and then they couldn't hit anything. And UCLA played some decent defense in the second half. But the fouls, I think they were in bonus within 10 minutes left. So all those free throws just piled up and killed it.
UCLA stinks. They stink.
UCLA, yeah.
They're terrible.
Overthink it. Just fade them. They're so bad.
They're so bad. I might take Oregon State on Thursday. I'm going to take Oregon. Yeah, they play Oregon State next Thursday.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep, fuck it, I'll take them. Got it. Oregon State, taking Oregon State and putting that out there to the world. That's so sad. I mean, you only beaten Chaminade too by 22. Like, only putting up 76 on Chaminade as well. Like, I don't know. UCLA does what they do and just kind of ground and pound. But man, either way, we got some great games on them. You said Butler, Providence. What's your lean on that, Trev? What do we got?
Oh, I'm just looking. I mean, Providence kind of blew their wad last game against Marquette. It beat them by like 15, 16 points or something. Yeah. But I mean, I'm assuming there's got to be a lot of people here. It's Providence, Rhode Island. There's nothing else to do, I'd imagine, in that state. So I'm gonna guess it's probably pretty rocking. But it is Big East play. It's tough to go on the road and win, but I just wonder how Providence is gonna fare. I mean, they shot. Let me find these stats here.
Yeah, they shot insane that game.
Yeah, they shot 11 they made 11 3-pointers that game and only 11 2-pointers. So yeah, they were living on the 3-point ball in that game. And Butler allows 30% shooting. So I don't know. It's a matter of if they're gonna make them fall again. I mean, 11 3 balls is quite a bit to be banging, and now you topped the nation's number 6 team at home by 15 points. Now it's Butler coming in. Obviously they're going to be up for Big East play, but how much they got left in the tank after that Providence game? That's my big question. And
right.
Butler just I think it was Saginaw. Oh, they beat Saginaw, then Georgetown by 10 at home. This is their second true road game. First one was at Michigan State. They got blown up by 20. Otherwise, they're 2-1 on a neutral. Lost to Florida Atlantic by 5. I kind of lean Butler here. I know the spread's gone up. It was 5.5 this morning. I saw. Now it's sitting at 6.5. But if anything, maybe an under 2, just because I think Providence offensively probably isn't going to hit as many shots as they did last game. It's probably be a Big East defensive battle, kind of feels like. Providence wants to hang in. I don't think they're going to be ridiculously hot offensively after that Marquette game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Might be a no bet for me, but I think I'm going to lean Providence in the under as well. I saw 141 and a half. Let me see where I saw it. Find it in a second, but I'll Bet Rivers. Classic Bet Rivers. But yeah, I think Providence. This screams like an under game to me. Looks like the public's on the over. Yeah, because 140 points that could easily happen, right? 72-70, you're fucked. But I think Providence can hold Butler to 60 points. I know Butler's going to try to run a little bit more up tempo. Do I expect the dunk to be as rocking against the game as Marquette? No, but the dunk will have some effect to it. I love Butler as a team this year. I love them as a team, not because I'm from Indianapolis, but I don't see them putting up 90 points, anything like that, like they have been in overtime games and against these trash teams. I think Providence and Butler's defense comes out strong today. I'll look at their team total in a second as well. I think Providence I don't like. I actually don't like the team totals. I look at them 66 and a half.
60, yep.
70-68. This one would be a sweat on the under, so that's a no bet for me. But I think that's probably most likely the play and leaning Providence here. Maybe a little Marquette hangover, but I don't know. I think they got it right on with this number.
What a Butler first half, maybe. Kind of catch Providence a little slow out the gate after that last game.
Yeah.
Catching 3 in the first half here.
Take Butler money line.
I mean, last night I was looking at this game. I was like, kind of like Butler just outright. I mean, Providence they just knocked off Marquette by fucking 15 points. Now you're going to come back. That was on Tuesday, so they had a little break. But 4 days later, Butler's coming in. Butler's no slouch this year. They can hoop. I mean, that Michigan State game is kind of a one-off because they followed it up 5-point loss to FAU, 91-86. So they can run and gun too. Yeah, I mean, they held Boise State to 56, but that was a neutral. Yeah, and again, second true road game, and it's gonna be first a conference play. So I think it's gonna be. I'm with you. I think it's a lower scoring game, but I don't know if I want to sweat that out because I could see overtime too.
Yeah, I got a family gathering today. So I'm like, I'm not going to be sitting in the kitchen being like, God fucking damn it, 141, like at the end. But yeah. I mean, if anything, I would sprinkle Butler money line, but that might be a no bet for me. That's going to be a great game to watch today.
Yeah. I definitely don't want to be laying 6.5 with Providence. So if anything, I'd lean under or Butler personally. Next. Conference under day. Yeah, that's the way we're leaning them, but I think it's gonna be pretty tight on that number. Butter, like he said, 70-68, something like that, 69-66, something. Then
I'll feel great if it's like 55-55 though, like with 3 to go, but also like OT could kill it, but
yeah.
I like it. I like it, Butterbear.
Yep. If anything, it's the under, or I'm definitely not going to touch a side, but I do like that under. It's going to be, I'm going to fight not playing that one. Next game, what do we got in here? Mississippi State is it's actually not at Rutgers. It's a neutral on, what is the floor? Prudential Center in New Jersey. So it's kind of a home game for Rutgers here. I actually like Rutgers in this one. They got Mawot Mag back, and he's a huge part of that team. Ever since last year when he got hurt, and this year they were not very good. They lost by 7 at Princeton. They beat a whole bunch of KenPom 200 teams. Lost by 18 to Illinois. Lost by 9 to Wake Forest. Then they got Mawot Mag back, won by 7, and then they beat LAU. But Mawot Mag's kind of an important part of this team. I mean, we could see it last year once he went down. That whole Butler Rutgers team went down too. So I lean Rutgers in the under in this one. Mississippi State Rutgers just screams defense.
Yeah, I kind of like the over. I don't know why. I think they've been scoring points, but they've been playing defense. but that might be a no bet on the total. I like. I think I'm going to go Rutgers as well. They've been playing good basketball. I would expect the total to be a little higher, but I mean the right team's definitely favorited. Mississippi State's playing really good basketball right now, but with both teams ranking in the top 15 on defense and effective field goal percentage, these guys don't really they force turnovers as well. I'm going to be curious to watch this. This is going to be a good live bet spot for me on the total, so look out for that. Just worried about Rutgers' offense competing with Mississippi State. They need to come up big here. They are coming back. Got some good guys back, so maybe they're gelling a little bit better. I'll take Rutgers in the points. We'll go that.
Yeah, the free throw shooting is absolutely horrendous for Rutgers, but I mean they can defend it, and it's essentially kind of like a home game. So it's just a matter of how many people are going to be at this game. Today, I mean, I'd imagine it's going to be people. Rutgers has been pretty good. They come out and support this team, so I would lean Rutgers too, and I think they probably win it outright if they cover. It's not going to be a 2-point game. If anything, I think they're going to win by 2 points. Otherwise, they're going to lose by 5 or 6 with the foul game late. So, yeah, I mean, you can play the points, but if I was going to play Rutgers as a side, it would be definitely on that money line. Seeing plus 135 right now, 145. Went up to 3.5, so I guess we'll see where this goes. But yeah, if I'm going to get 4 with Rutgers, I'll take the points. But if it's one possession, I'll probably just lay the money line.
Love it. Love that look.
Next, Toledo at West Virginia.
Oh God.
This is Toledo is now catching 5 points. Over under still the same. I was completely wrong about Raekwon Battle last time. I thought he was going to be a little rusty coming out. Played Radford. They got the game out right anyway. But Raekwon Battle went for like 30 points. He went berserk. So we'll see how he finishes or follows that up. But Toledo's just a run and gun team. Let me pull up the sheet here. But yeah, they can run it and gun it. They can shoot it. They don't play defense though. So that's the problem is Raekwon Battle. If he can maybe get his points, if it's not 24, 23, if he can get 20 points, I could see him at least getting in the 20s with this. Toledo allowing 37% from 3, 58% inside the arc. They've got the 354th worst effective field goal defense in the country. So they're not contesting anything. They're just running and gunning, trying to outscore you. I guess at the end of the day, it's all that matters. But if you're not going to play defense versus a West Virginia team coming off a close loss, I think West Virginia kind of shows up and gets it done here today too, personally.
Give me the over. I'm not trying to think about it. I know West Virginia, not an over team, but over would have hit against Massachusetts. I was so confident in picking Radford that I wanted to, I was just like, I'm picking Radford. There's no sweat at all. Plus 6.5 is free. They may win outright. Didn't sprinkle the money line. I'm soft, but I don't think you can give this Toledo team enough points. There's zero defense. I'm trying to look for if there's a 53 out there. I only see 54. No, this line is not budged at all either. Has it?
It's bounced. I'm seeing bouncing between 4.5 and 5.
I'll just sprinkle the money line on Toledo. Dear Lord, I think I'm just gonna take the points and be happy with it. Definitely first half over as well.
I like that.
Both teams gonna come out hot. So, and this, Toledo was flat at home against Vermont, so they'll be able to shoot today, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like West Virginia plays incredibly lights out defense either. I mean, they inside the paint, they're allowing 47%, 32.5 from 3, kind of middle of the road numbers. The 2-point defense is up there, 76 in the country, but they're not forcing turnovers either, so they're not killing possessions. The rebounding is pedestrian also. Especially no Jesse Edwards now too, so that's going to be
that's true. Jesse
really
Edwards out. Yeah, God, man.
They have ACOC, but
that
6 boards
is wild.
Yeah, I mean he played 22 minutes against UMass. He got 2 boards. I mean he got
what What did
7 last
Moneyline
game against
Mac? What did
Radford.
Moneyline Mac take for to do? For did he stay off?
I was I passed out right before they got to this game, but
yeah, dude. Sometimes it's too late. I always got to catch it in the AM, but I woke up a little too late after a night out. I bet he's struggling to pick a team there. I mean, this is they're bad, man. West Virginia is bad. So I think I'm overthinking it. It does scare me a little bit to lay points with a team that is like last in the country almost in average possession length on offense. But I think Toledo will force the pace, just like we saw in Drexel Bryant yesterday. If I'm wrong, then I just suck. So I think, if anything, I'm going to sprinkle the money line on Toledo and take the points or the over.
Yeah, I think Toledo probably wins. Otherwise, this West Virginia, just the defense steps up and they play so slow that that'll really fuck with Toledo. So, yeah, I think Toledo wins outright or loses by almost double digits. I don't think there's an in between personally. They're catching 60% of the money too. Toledo is. So
West Virginia's kind of got a look ahead spot too. I mean, Ohio State on New Year's Adam, and then you got Houston. You got Houston as well at Houston. Dear Lord, I'm laying whatever that number is. If it's in the teens, I'm laying it for sure.
Oh yeah, I don't know how much of a look ahead they could really have. They kind of need to win here, and if we're following their pattern here, win, loss, win. Loss, win, 2 losses, a win, 2 losses, a win. They just come off of 2 losses. So if we're going to follow their pattern, they're due for a win today now. But yeah, again, laying 5 it's a lot of points with this West Virginia team. But I will say, if you can find a Raekwon Battle point total, I'll play that. He's went for 29. He shot the ball 22 times, went to the line 13 times. Actually, let's just see how Toledo foul a ton.
Toledo 4-7 ATS this year too.
Damn. Shooting defense, free throws attempted.
Let's see.
And Toledo only sending teams line 14.9 times a game. That's 29th in the country. So keeping them off
Battle,
the
20 plus even Raekwon Battle 20 plus even money.
Even money, take it. That's gonna be my play in this game then. If I can get,
I like that.
Find some of these. Raekwon Battle. Like I've only got Quinn Slazinski listed on my book right now, but I'll shop around, see if I can find it. But yeah, Raekwon Battle, give it to me for 20.
DraftKings over 18.5 is -150. That's the one they lead. So you have to go to the alt for Raekwon Battle to get points.
All right, 19.5, or you got to get 20.5.
So yeah, 20 plus. You have to go to the alt section because I'm not laying -150 on 19 just to get even money on 20.
Yeah, exactly. If he finishes on 19, then so be it.
Yeah, so be it for sure. What's his threes at? I mean, come on, DraftKings. The only thing they have offered is over 1.5 -155. And no, we're not sponsored by DraftKings, but it's my easiest book to go through.
He shot it 8 times last game, and he made it once. So we'll see. I mean, last year he's 5, 4, 7, 5, 0, 1. So I mean, it's kind of hit or miss. But against the bigger teams, he was jacking them up. Arizona, he fired up 7.
Does he
Kansas State?
Does he get any assists at all or rebounds?
No, he does not. 2 at most. He didn't have a single assist. He had 6 boards. He didn't really crash the glass a ton last year. I'm looking maybe 3 to 5 at most in a game. Yeah, if anything, it's Raekwon Battle points or nothing. I don't want to be getting cute and trying to take his rebounds or assists personally.
Yeah, it's just funny because the PRA is at 24.5.
He could get those off of points.
That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah, but he doesn't. If he doesn't really get any rebounds, then he's not trying for that stuff. I mean, he doesn't need to pass anyone on West Virginia, obviously.
Rebounding.
Yeah, I think we'll just take the points there. That's a good call. I like that.
Yeah, Toledo's 100th in the country, 33.7 opponent boards a game. So, yeah, points are nothing for me in this game.
Love it.
All right, next.
What we got next?
Seton Hall at Xavier. Another Big East matchup here. Seton Hall off of that UConn win. We got to fade them. And they're hitting the road in conference play. Yeah, Xavier -4. Give it to me. Minus 105 right now. Seton Hall's offense is fucking disgusting. I hate watching it. They can't shoot a three. I mean, they live inside, shooting 55%. They get 58.5% of their points inside the arc. Xavier is elite at holding the paint. I mean, Sean Miller knows where your specialty is, and he tries to take it away. They got whopped by St. John's on the road, but beat Cincy at home in the crosstown. Hung with Houston, lost by 6 at home. Purdue, they lost by 12. They played a decent schedule too. I mean, St. Mary's, they won by 15 on a neutral. I think this is a nice spot for Xavier here, especially Seton Hall coming off of, they beat UConn at home. I mean, this is huge for them. Now you're going to be hitting the road in conference play to get a taste of your own medicine now. I think Seton Hall is probably due for a rough game here. I mean, they only made 3 threes and they beat Connecticut by 15. 26 of 48 in the paint. 18 free throw attempts. And Klinging was out that game. Or wasn't out. He got hurt in the middle of that game. And he left. So he's also questionable today. I was trying to find something on it, and I couldn't see anything. It was just that he's got swelling, and we'll get to that later. But, yeah. I like Xavier in this.
Yeah, I think, like I feel like I'm a really a stat, guy, better, before a line better in conference play. And maybe that is a failure, but I really look at the spots more in conference play, and this spot for Xavier is we got to win, and Seton Hall's head is banging like my hangover is right now, because I just think Xavier is not. I mean, Xavier's not the better team, but this is their spot. 3.5 on FanDuel. I think it's up at 4 now, and I kind of lean the over as well. Just thinking that it's going to end up a little bit higher than normal, other than the Butler Providence game. Seton Hall's defense is also pretty good. I think Xavier wins by and can cover the spread. They might win by 5 or 6. It'll be sweaty a little bit, but yeah, I think the spot is for Xavier. If they don't win, I will never talk about this team the rest of the day. It'll be sweaty like Miller's shirt for sure. I think Xavier's just got to come out here and play. Their offense has been really abysmal this year. They don't have the guy. They do spread it around a little bit more than Seton Hall does. Seton Hall's got some hoopers though, man. They do have some hoopers, and Shaheen's got them rolling a little bit. I think the Cintas Center gets it done. If they don't, it might be an awful year for Xavier to start off the year at home losing in the Big East. I don't love it. Don't love it for Xavier this season. And I think after coming out flat against St. John's, this is just what they have to do. Backs against the wall, man. Because then you have Villanova on deck at Nova. You have Connecticut on deck, then Providence, then Butler. I mean, there's not a Big East game that sucks other than DePaul and Georgetown. Yeah. So, and Xavier's at the bottom as well, and one of those teams. I think they got to get it done. If they don't, this team's done, and I will fade them the rest of the year.
Yeah, I'm with you. Same thing. I mean, they got Villanova on deck, so with Connecticut, so they need to get a W here.
Yep.
All right.
I see over 146.5 too on FanDuel. If you like Xavier, then take the team total over. But I'm shouting that out there.
Yeah. Next we got the game of the day.
The game of the day.
FAU.
Who are you taking? Who are you taking?
Versus Arizona. You know who. I already got the +7 locked up. I'm going to be a unit on the money line. Man, this is my biggest play of the day for sure. This FAU team. I mean, look at what we saw. Arizona away from the state of Arizona. Purdue's guards, Braden Smith and Fletcher Loyer, absolutely diced them up. And this FAU team is nothing but elite, big burly guards. I mean, John L. Davis, Elijah Martin, Green Lee, Gaffney. Nick Boyd, I don't know when he's going to be returning, but they'll have him, Vladislav Golden. Weatherspoon, can't forget him, and then Rosado down low too. Also, they got the bodies to bang with them, and they can run and gun. They can play defense. They're just a guard-oriented team, which is kind of where Arizona has struggled. Purdue got them pretty good. Bama had nothing. They couldn't hit a three if they threw it at the side of a barn. Duke kind of gave them a little bit of trouble. That was a true road game though, so I'll give them that much. But yeah, non-athletic Wisconsin team, they ran them up the damn gym. Michigan State hung in there with 6 against Arizona, and that was back before Michigan State was really starting to get it rolling. I think FAU is just going to be able to do not what they want, but this is going to be a fast-paced game. They love to run. They can play defense and force turnovers. They're shooting 38% from 3, 59% inside the arc. Their free throws do struggle. They're shooting 68%, so that's going to be I think that's going to be where this game is won or lost, is the free throw line, to be honest, because I think each team's strengths are kind of offset a little bit. So I think it's going to be I think everyone's expecting a crazy high scoring game. I think it will be, but I think it's going to be a little bit of defense too. And yeah, I think the free throws are kind of what has me worried, but I don't care. I think FAU is the matchup for Arizona that is going to give them problems. Arizona just, like I said, whooped Alabama, but Alabama doesn't really run offense. They just kind of send guys out there, jack up the shots, and hope they go in. They didn't, and got whooped by 13. But that was a nice bounce back for Arizona after the Purdue loss. Now you're going to be hitting the road per se to I think this is Nevada. I want to say, yep, at the T-Mobile Arena. At 2:00. So I'm taking FAU, just the guard play alone. They have the size down low to bang with Larson and whoever the other European guys are that they got. John L. Davis, Elijah Martin, Weatherspoon, Greenlee, Gaffney. I mean, they've got 2 starting lineups damn near. So give me FAU +7, 2 units for sure. And then I'm going to be throwing a unit on the money line.
I can't go against anything you're saying. I mean, you're Florida Atlantic's probably biggest fan. We need to find a way to get to Boca Raton, man. Have a little weekend there. God, yeah. I mean, I would. The only thing I would hate, and I'm gonna say go against you is like they're gonna be, if they're in this game the entire way through and then they just lose it, like they did kind of with like Illinois a little bit. I mean, this team that hopefully does
I'm gonna fire back on that one. Illinois shot 63% that game.
They're good, dude.
63. I'm afraid to admit they are good, but 63% is not sustainable basketball.
I hate it. I hate Illinois, but they're good. No, I mean, listen, the Wildcats, they're a sharp team, and their offense is going to show up, right? I think FAU, though, is proving that they're the best team in the country, and I love Dusty May, so I'll take the points with you. I'm not going to take the money line, but I'll definitely take the points if I take the money line, they won't win. So, but yeah, John L. Davis, Elijah Martin, this team's great. Love to watch them. They got stuff to prove for. They're in Madison Square Garden, baby, playing Arizona. They kind of need this win too. Texas A&M was a good win, but they've kind of proved they're a great team. I'm not bagging Texas A&M, and I mean Butler, good team. Virginia Tech, not as good this year, but still, it's a good win on a neutral site. But losing to Illinois, that Bryant game was just one of their bad games. They got it. I think they got to get this done, especially heading into CUSA play or whatever, AAC, whatever they're in. I mean, dear Lord, it's so different and mumble jumble now. But they definitely should win that conference, considering they really have competition with Memphis, SMU, North Texas. Memphis is good though this year. They're going to give them a run for their money, maybe.
This could be a great rematch too from the first round tournament.
Yeah, we don't get it till February 25th either.
That's going to make it even better, in my opinion.
And then you get it again to end the season, March 9th. That could decide the whole conference there, maybe. Who knows? SMU though, they're not a bad team. They'll squeak around a little bit. But yeah, I'll take the points. I think they can get it done on a neutral site too. which makes me like want to smash the over, of course, and be like, smash it, but don't love it as much. But I'm not taking an under in this game. God, no, I wouldn't do it. Nope. So, yeah, I'm with you, man. Go Owls. Let's go Owls and prove who's boss to Arizona, and hopefully Arizona just comes out as flat as they normally do.
I think Florida Atlantic's going to get it done. I mean, this is a huge game, and they should have been in the national title game last year. They got beat on a damn buzzer beater. San Diego State. Like, this team they've played the upbeat fast teams last year. They beat them, and they played the slow team, so they can play with anybody. And they just got Florida Gulf Coast on deck afterwards. I think they've been looking forward to this game. This is a huge one, especially after the Illinois game. They lost by 9, and Illinois shot 63%. So Illinois needed literally everything to get past these guys. And they didn't even do it by double digits when they put up 98 points, almost 100. So I think this is going to be a tight game. Maybe FAU, the free throws kill them late and they lose, but they're covering the 7 without a doubt. No doubt in my mind they're going to be getting this 7 done here.
Oh, I'm an idiot too. It's not Madison Square Garden. It's in Vegas. Yeah, that T-Mobile Arena, that place is an over place. So maybe I will.
Oh yeah, that's the. Oh yeah. Well, soft rims. So I guess I take back what I said. What's their team total? 79.5.
Florida Atlantic. Probably going to be
39.5. I mean, they've put up St. Bonnie's. They only won by 10, but they did cover. 94, 89, 90, 83, 84, 96. I don't hate that team total over, I guess. I mean, if it's at T-Mobile, that's the soft rims. I'm pretty positive that sounds like the one in Vegas. I know there's 2 or 3 venues in Vegas, but one of them is
T-Mobile's in Vegas. Yeah, it's in Vegas. Yep, it's
okay, yeah.
The one at the casino, not the one at the casino there, or maybe it is the makeshift one. I have no clue, but
fair. Yeah. Well, yeah, give me a FAU. If you don't want to take the points, I'd take the team total over them. Next, Vanderbilt at Memphis.
Oh,
we're laying 16 with Memphis. I get they're good, but that's a lot of points.
Vanderbilt.
I'm looking to see if Vanderbilt's leading scorers back too. Van Allen Lubin. He got announced out right before that Carolina game, and then they also lost Colin Smith. So I don't know. It feels like far too many points to lay with Memphis. Memphis has this is just Vanderbilt, then Austin Peay on deck.
That's a huge look ahead spot for them. Austin Peay is scary.
No, I just something tells me you just got to play Vanderbilt, but am I actually going to put my hard-earned coin on Vanderbilt right now? Absolutely not. This kind of plays into the angle I was playing the last couple of days, which is the only one that was really hitting, was massive home favorites right before Christmas break. They're just trying to get out of their conference play on deck. Just show up and win. And, it's been successful, but back in Vanderbilt's a scary proposition. They have no win. Well, they beat UNC Greensboro. That's 138. Otherwise, they have no wins inside KenPom top 287. They're getting blown out by Arizona State, beat them by 15. Boston College beat them by 18. San Fran 11. Texas Tech 20. I mean, it's scary, but something tells me Vanderbilt's a play here just because it's just nasty as hell. And Memphis is probably going to be a little sleepwalky.
Yeah, maybe Vanderbilt slows the game down with their half-court offense kind of stick. I think they'll be getting their breaks beat off of them, and maybe they do a little backdoor spot at most. But yeah, 16.5, that's a lot to lay. I wouldn't give Memphis out either for 16.5. If you, I mean, what's the over under at 150?
150. I can double check if it's moved.
I think it's 150.
$151 now.
Interesting. Kind of like the under there. Maybe just what Vanderbilt's team total is probably going to be 66, 64 with a 15. I'm not taking an under. Fuck it. Give me Vanderbilt plus 16.5. I won't tweet that out or bet it, but yeah, I think that's the spot here. But dear Lord, that team stinks, dude. Jerry Stackhouse is on a way to getting this pink slip. I love Jerry. He brought that team to be something this year, and they're just flat. They're just not the same team, and they're going to be terrible.
Yeah, and the fact that they're missing Colin Smith, I think it was like 8 points, 7 boards a game. So, I mean, not a lot of points, but he's grabbing boards for you. Then they lost their leading scorer. So you're losing a bunch of rebounds and some points. No official word yet on if Lubin's playing or not. I haven't found anything. If he is, I probably will hop on Vanderbilt with you. But I am definitely firing David Jones points. The man is on a mission. He's going berserk right now. His point total is 21.5. His last game, 26, 22, 29, 23, 22. He went for 13. He didn't hit any threes. That's why he had nothing going on. But 36 against Arkansas, 22. I mean, anything really after November 23rd, he's gone for 22 plus every single game. So I'll be on his point total against Vanderbilt here today. I mean, he's gonna go nuclear again, like he has been. He's ridiculous right now, and he's getting the line 8.
I'm not betting Vanderbilt, 12. Man. I'm not betting Vanderbilt. I know that God, it's probably the right play, but I'm not getting it.
It is the right play, but it's too disgusting.
That team stinks. I like the David Jones look for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to bet an under in a Memphis game either, but just knowing that Vanderbilt, does that make me just like Memphis more? I don't know. I think it's just
if this game stays under, it's because Memphis wins like 8 to fucking like 54 or something,
and then the cover. But
yeah. But otherwise, if it goes over, it's because Vanderbilt covers that 16, like 82 to fucking like 70 or something. You know, they just get that backdoor shot and covers both. But
who's going to stop Jones and Quinterly too?
Exactly.
I don't think anyone really.
No. Vanderbilt, Ezra Manjon, he's 6 foot. Lawrence, let me look at their defensive rating. None of them are very good. I mean, it's Vanderbilt. They lost at home to Western Carolina. Their Texas Tech blew them out by 20, and Texas Tech doesn't play fast at all. Fast-paced teams. NC State put up 84, but they did lose by 6 that game. Arizona State 82, Boston College 80. Maybe what's their team total? Memphis's team total is 83.5.
Holy shit.
Which, if you're going to go based on this on pace of play for some of these teams, I mean, NC State plays fast. They put up 84. Arizona State plays somewhat quick. They play fast. They put up 82. Boston College put up 80.
Yeah, it might be a spot for me. I'm talking myself into Memphis here, but I don't
think your mic's getting all scratchy.
Oh, it is?
There we go. Yep, there it went away.
This is a no bet spot for me. Definitely not going to bet this game, but I would lean Vanderbilt at the line with the play. But looking at it, it's like, God, give me Memphis, low-key. I don't know. I just hate Vanderbilt. That's why I'm not betting this game. I don't have a feel for it.
I will be on David Jones points here.
I like it.
David Jones over 21.5 minus 120. Give it to me 20 unit for today. So that'll be my play in that game. I don't have to sweat out a side. Just go nuts, get your points like you have been, and let's get out of here.
I like it. What do we got next? The big one?
The big one. St. John's at UConn. Oh, this is the second biggest game of the day, pal. Respect the Owls.
The main event, the final one for the next 5 days until we have like Virginia versus High Point or something. I don't know what the next game is, but
I'm gonna. What do you think? I like UConn in this game. UConn off the loss, coming back home. I mean, this Hurley, I pissed off Dan Hurley after a loss, a beatdown. I get if they don't have Klingon, they're just gonna be playing a lot faster, and that's not gonna suit St. John's with Soriano on the floor. But Soriano will probably get what he wants then. But if Klingon's gonna play, I think UConn just they get it done by like 13, 14, 15 today against St. John's. This will be Pitino's first like real Big East road test since coming back, and Dingle also for their point guard. He was a mid-major. Now he's going to be heading to UConn. A pissed off UConn off of a loss, nonetheless. Right before Christmas, and I'm sure Dan Hurley's going to have these guys fired up. He's just one of those coaches that isn't going to fuck around. He's like, we lost. Now we're going to go out and just dominate and show people that we can still do it. That was a fluke loss. So I think UConn dominates today.
I'll do a battle with you. I'll take St. John's with the points. And then, but I really I really like the over in this game. Over, I think I got it at 147.5. I already bet it. Now it's at 148. I still like 148. I think this is an over spot, and not trying to overthink it at all. So
yeah, I'm with you. Just UConn's going to run up the score, and I think they're not going to stop scoring.
Yeah, and I mean,
what's their team total?
St. John's can score. St. John's can score as well too. So Ricky P playing, back in the Big East, man. I'll take St. John's for that vibe, but I really would give out the over more so than that. So
UConn's team total is 78.5.
I like the over better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the over better a little bit there. If they're just going off of St. John's is covering 11.5, in my opinion, it could be a 76 to 74 game or 70, whether 76 to 70 that would not cover. I don't know, man. Give me the over. I'm not going to worry about it. Anything else, it just screams that this could definitely hit.
I hear you.
UConn just scores 88 points, 90 points. St. John's covers with like 75, 70 something.
St. John's team total 67.5.
That's not a bad look.
Fancy.
That's not a terrible look either.
Both are juiced over too, so that plays into your over also.
Ken Palm's got an 81 to 69. So
see, that's one thing I'm kind of worried about. I'm like, these books use Ken Palm for these numbers. Why are they listing these 3-4 points shorter?
Right.
Like, people are just going to compare and be like, oh, well, I have an edge here. Here. But granted, the books, this is probably what's fucking with me, is I'm overthinking it. And the books are just hanging god-awful lines right now. They're fucking bad.
Yeah, it's also like they don't know. Like
they haven't been paying attention to it.
I like betting like last night betting like teams like Southern Utah. Those are my spots because the books don't keep up with that. I mean, I think when there's 25, 30 games, hell, even like the live spots, it's so, such a organized, standardized, routine operation. Like they think that teams can get like 12 points in the last 4 minutes, 4 minutes, 30 minutes. They allot like 12 points. Teams are getting like 20 in the final of those games, So just something to look out for, which is why I like betting some live totals at times. Yeah, I'll take St. John's, man, but I don't want to talk myself out of the over when I already took the 147.
No, I like that over with you. I mean, maybe even a Connecticut first half, just come out guns blazing.
The 140 or the 140 did scare me like initially reading it, but then I was like, don't be in your head because I thought the game would be like a 150, 151 opener, So.
Yeah, it is. It does seem kind of low, but
yeah.
I mean, I think UConn just doesn't stop scoring. It's probably going to eventually push it over. I mean, they're fresh off a 15-point road loss. Now you get Slick Rick and St. John's coming in to Gamble. I think they probably just keep going, just keep scoring, no stop. So yeah, I got to pick quick. Team total of the spread. Connecticut's their offense actually hasn't been quite as dominant either this year because like last year they were throwing up 90 points like no problem. They were crushing teams. Now lately they put up 60, 76. They beat Pine Bluff. They scored 101. UNC 87, 65 against Kansas, 81 against Texas, 77 against IU. Their offense really hasn't been crazy explosive, but fresh off a loss. I mean, they came off that loss and they put up 87 against North Carolina after 65 against Kansas, and they just scored 60 on Seton Hall. I'll play the team total over. Give me over 78.5 for UConn in this one. I think they're going to come back and they're going to get at least 80.
I like it.
Yeah, St. John's is not like they play slow either, so this will be back and forth, and especially if Klingen's not playing, it's going to be points, and that's going to force UConn back and forth. Actually, you know what? Give me the over 148 with you. I'll just ride that. I'll play the over with you. I like that more than because again, if Klingen's out and they're not going to grab rebounds, I could kind of hurt them, and that could keep St. John's in this game and forcing it back and forth. So, yeah, we'll go over 148.
I like it. Well, there's some other sneaky games on the list. I think I'm going to take what was already on my list. UNC Asheville -3.5. It's up to 4.5. I don't know. They've been playing better ball. I think this is a spot where the books aren't correcting it. Public dogs don't bite, and Kennesaw State's public against UNC Asheville. I'm not gonna worry about this team and their defense as much, just because Kennesaw State's defense isn't as good either. UNC Asheville can rebound the ball a lot better than Kennesaw State stand on offense, but when it comes to defense, this team stinks. So that's my only worry about it. But in Kimmel Arena in Asheville, it's a weird vibe in Asheville. I love it. It's a very, very cool, quaint place. God, give me UNC Asheville against Kennesaw.
Yeah, I like it. Asheville or Kennesaw struggles with the free throw line as well as Asheville, but Asheville can shoot the three ball a little better, and Kennesaw State doesn't defend inside either much. They play so fast. They do force a lot of turnovers though, which could be detrimental for Asheville. They're turning it over 19% of offensive possessions, 241st in the country. Kennesaw is forcing defensive turnovers 20.1%, 65th in the country. I don't think either defense is going to show up today much. I kind of like that over, to be honest. Especially if Kennesaw is going to be getting quick runouts off of turnovers from Asheville, and then Asheville is going to be feeding Drew Pember inside. Kennesaw is allowing 53% inside the arc. Yeah, they're sending teams to the free throw line a fair amount too. Let me go back, look. Kennesaw, yeah, 355th in the country. They're giving up 28.2 free throws a game. So yeah, I would expect that Asheville probably worked on their free throws a little bit. I mean, I don't think they'll shoot 70% all year, 69% all year. They'll probably bump it up to 72-ish by the end of the year. But this will be a great time to work in your free throws and get some free points at the line today. Yeah,
for sure. That turnover definitely scares me. Another weird line to point out.
But if the refs are calling ticky-tack fouls, trying to go over for all those turnovers is going to kind of bite them in the ass too. So
Kennesaw, I don't know too much about them, so I don't want to. And since they already played too, like 79-76 overtime, I don't know. I feel like Asheville gets it done today.
Yeah.
Ryder's only catching 2.5 against Penn. Ryder stinks, dude. Penn is public. Yeah. I'm not betting that game. Dear Lord. Some of these spots are really weird.
Hey, Rutgers is starting to move down. It's 3.5 to 3. Now it's juiced to -115, about to pop down to 2.5.
Interesting.
And Butler's down to 6.
Interesting.
FAU's back up to 7, but I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. What if I just battle you with Arizona? Nah, I'm just kidding. But
yeah. No, hey, you can do you. I've been ice cold. I'm the Iceman right now. So if I like FAU, you probably want to be on Arizona right now.
That game's gonna be great. Can't wait to watch it. Hopefully it's a good game. Duquesne, Santa Clara. You got anything for that?
Santa Clara money line.
Santa Clara +5 team. For sure. I hate Duquesne. I don't like betting them. I feel like a lot of people say that too. I mean,
yeah, Duquesne's favored by 4 on KenPom. I mean, Santa Clara can shoot the 3 free throws. They struggle. Duquesne's defense is all right. They're forcing people to use the shot clock. They play fast, don't turn it over, and they force turnovers. Santa Clara gives the ball up too. and they don't force turnovers. So, I don't know. Not really. Where's Duquesne struggle? They give up a lot of points on the 3-ball. Santa Clara shoots 35% from 3.
Santa Clara's defense kind of stinks though too.
100%. And this spread's what, 2.5? Kind of. This is one of their bigger games outside of their own conference. This is one of the bigger games. I mean, they beat Oregon on a neutral, lost by 9 to Ohio State. New Mexico whooped their ass. Utah State, they lost by 2. They beat Wazoo.
That game was great.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a stinky line. I think Santa Clara is probably going to bang some threes.
I'll take the points with them, but I don't know about the money line. But they're a public dog.
Well,
too.
if it's 2.5, the way I look at it, I'm like, well, 2.5, maybe I would take the hook. But if it's like 2 or less,
it opened at 5 last night. I saw.
Oh damn! So yeah, you got to play money line at this point. Then you lost all the value.
Yeah, fuck. Here I am saying 5. No, it is 2.5. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm pumped for this slate. It'll be hope you have a good holiday and everything too, man. It's nothing like a Monday Christmas sometimes though. I don't even feel like
it's 4-day work week.
Long work. Yeah, we'll take it. Got Friday off this week too. So, you do anything fun other than because we can't watch hoops, so now we got to watch football.
Yeah. Just be doing that. Rutgers dropped down to 2.5 now. I just watched it. Just the usual family stuff and watching hoops and shit. So, I guess you want to run through what are you on today?
Yeah, I'm gonna lock it up. Let's see, over in St. John's, Connecticut, UNC Asheville for sure. I'll tweet that out. And then I'm just going to finalize some leans that I have with Rutgers, Providence, and I gave out an over under and I don't remember and I didn't write it down.
I think you were on
St. John's, Connecticut. I had Toledo's on there as well. I'm finalizing that.
Mississippi State, you were talking about an over.
Oh yeah, the 130.5. Yeah, just thinking that it could get to be like a 138. So
yeah,
a lot of sweaty.
That's also a possible OT game too, for sure.
Yeah, now that it's moving around and bouncing around like that. But yeah, I those are my leans. I'll finalize some stuff. I kind of like your prop plays too with the David Jones.
Yeah.
I won't.
That's one of my favorites.
But let me finalize my leans, and we may have some live bets too. But definitely going to take UNC Asheville, and the over in Connecticut St. John's. So
for sure. I am going to be officially on David Jones over 21.5 points for Memphis. That's St. John's, UConn over 148.5. FAU +7, 2 units, and then we'll go. It's +2. I'll throw a half unit on the money line since I'm getting 2.5 to 1. Bring back over a unit there. And then I'm looking at seriously locking up Xavier -4 against Seton Hall, and Butler +6 and Rutgers +3. So I'm 3 plays I'm actually on, and I'm going to be locking up probably 1 or 2 more also because I'll be a part of my couch today watching all of these. So, it's going to be a banger of a slate. Thank God. It's not all ball sack universities. I mean, we love them, but it's nice to see the big dogs play too, and some primetime games. So
don't talk about Ball State like that. I'm just kidding. We have games tomorrow, right?
I believe
the Honolulu tournament is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, let me look. 23, 24. Yeah, we got Nevada, Georgia Tech, TCU, Hawaii, ODU, UMass, and Temple, Portland.
So what? Nevada Tech is the championship, and then
and
TCU Hawaii is the third place game. ODU Massachusetts 5th place, 7th place game. Yeah, I don't have any leads yet on there, but I don't even know the lines. God, Nevada though, they've been playing some good basketball. They'll suck somehow. They'll blow it. They always do. But
Georgia Tech got incredibly lucky to win against UMass, and then they got incredibly lucky to hold on versus Hawaii, Georgia, Nevada's just been rolling. I'll be on Nevada that game. I can already tell you that.
Yeah, I will as well. I think whatever if the spread's like 4.5 or something like that. And then what? Then in our next game we got Virginia versus Morgan State to kick it off on the 12/27 Wednesday of next week.
Your Christmas Eve.
And Chicago State at Cal Baptist. Chicago State, wanted to point this out here. I saw a tweet on it. They have bounced around from home. They're going to Wisconsin. Then they go on a 8-game away streak. They will not play. They won't play a home game until January 19th against East West. They're going to Cal Baptist, DePaul, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, UTEP, Fairleigh Dick, and then Stetson. They are going back and freaking forth, and they are all over the state of Texas, Oklahoma area, and then Florida.
Yeah,
good little road trip for Chicago State always.
Yeah, that's what they did at the end of last year and knocked off some teams too. But yeah, that's the slate for today. It's gonna be awesome. Tomorrow's gonna be a good one too. One after another. So yeah, I'll
miss you guys.
But yeah, I'm sure we'll do something tomorrow. It's just a small one we can hop on for 20-30 minutes and break them down. So
I'll be out of commission tomorrow. And then,
that's right. You're going. We'll see what Nick's up to. Otherwise, yeah, who knows? We'll figure something out.
Next week, maybe I could do Wednesday, but it's not worth it. Or what is the split kind of big on Thursday?
Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
We'll get it figured out. I'll miss you guys otherwise on my New Year's vacation. Otherwise,
enjoy that, and yeah, good luck and Merry Christmas.
Yep, Merry Christmas. Have a good one.
Peace.
Yeah, I could.